Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to the DRF Bets Race of the Day for Wednesday, January the 3rd. I'm Dan Illman. We're going to take a look at race number 5 at Gulfstream Park, but it, of course, is the DRF Bets Race of the Day. And if you sign up right now to DRF Bets, you can access a $200 free bet, no deposit required. DRF.com/join is where you need to go. And please use the promo code FREEBET09. Now let's take a look at the field for our race of the day. Newly turned 3-year-old fillies going 1 1/16 on the turf. It is a maiden special weight. We've got 8 horses in the body of the field. The outside 4 are entered main track only. We are expecting some wet weather in South Florida over the next few days. Hopefully this race on Wednesday will remain on the turf. You can head on over to the Race of the Day event page on DRF.com, download free formulator past performances for this race, and handicap along with me as we take this field in post position order. The number 1's Kathy's Clown, and this is a daughter of top stallion Malibu Moon, and both turf races are good. My major concern with Kathy's Clown is she has not shown much early speed at all from all 3 lifetime starts. She comes out of a fast race at Gulfstream Park at this distance on December the 23rd, but it was a typical Kathy's Clown race where she showed no speed whatsoever. She basically was 3 wide on the turn. She had to alter course to the far outside in mid-stretch, and once she got on track, and it took her a while to get on track, she was able to pass some tired horses in the lane. She earned a 69 Beyer speed figure that day. That's certainly competitive with the horses in this field, and Kathy's Clown is a horse that you certainly want to consider. This race kicks off the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6, but it is up to her new rider, Joel Rosario, to keep her a little bit closer to the pace. We're going to take a look at the time form U.S. pace projector right now, and while we don't see that red bar that indicates fast pace, this pace could get contested with horses like the 2 Saucy Dame, the 3 Gibson Girl, the 4 Nile Rising, all going out perhaps for the early lead. Let's talk about the 2 Saucy Dame. This filly has a really strong pedigree. She's kin to 4 stakes horses, and the dam has thrown versatility as well as talent. Graded stakes place dirt sprinter Renaissance Lady, graded stakes winning dirt sprinter Buffin, and then a couple of nice turf black type performers in Stormy West and Value Stream. And Saucy Dame, it appears, is a turf filly. Eddie Keneally tried to get her on the turf 2 starts back. It was washed off. Last time out, he was able to get this filly on the turf, and she gave a career best performance. She broke from a tough outside post position, was caught widest throughout, and she punched on in the stretch despite racing a bit greenly to finish 3rd. My major concern is that that race has not come back very strong, but it appears that Saucy Dame has found the right footing. That's on turf. The 3 is Gibson Girl, and we have a limited positive formulator fact for her Hall of Fame trainer Bill Mott. Over the past 3 years with 3-year-old second-time starters moving from turf to dirt and sprint to route in maiden special rate races, Mott's 2 for 7, but with a gigantic return on investment helped by 24-to-1 shot Perfect Flute, who won by utilizing this move in 2015 at Gulfstream Park. Gibson Girl's sire Old Fashioned only clicks at a 5% rate with first-time turf runners, and the dam was grade 1 placed on dirt. But this dam has foaled some good turf horses, including the grade 3 placed turf runner Aquitaine and 2 other turf winners. We saw Gibson Girl on the Timeform US pace projector out there on the lead, and I wouldn't be surprised if John Velasquez has Gibson Girl controlling this thing going into the first turn. That Old Fashioned, though, only 5% with first-time turf runners. It does give me a little cause for pause. 6-to-1 on the morning line. The 4 is Nile Rising, 12-to-1 on the morning line. And this horse had a tough post position in her career debut, going 7.5 furlongs. Real short run to the first turn, and Paco Lopez did everything he could, and he did a very good job of getting Nile Rising over on the backstretch. She finished evenly. She is certainly capable of second out improvement. That was a relatively fast race for the day and distance at Gulfstream Park. I want to see a little bit more this time around, however, for the 4, Nile Rising. The number 5, Sweet Sting, has a beautiful, beautiful pedigree. Not only is she by Breeders' Cup Classic winner Awesome Again, her dam won 3 grade 1 stakes races on the turf, including the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare turf, and Perfect Sting has foaled 2 graded stakes place performances on synthetic synthetic surfaces. That's Perfect Bullet and Smart Sting, our great clocking crew down in South Florida. Very impressed with Sweet Sting's workouts leading up to start number 2. She didn't do too much in her career debut, but she was kind of cold on the board. I think we can expect a little bit more speed this time around. The number 6 is Too Charming, and we have a negative formulator fact for Too Charming's trainer, Tommy Albertrani. Over the past 5 years, with 3-year-olds switching to Lasix on turf, 0 for 29. Too Charming is by Bernardini, and we talk about it all the time on our various programmings here on DRFTV. Bernardini is not a good turf stallion, but there's a lot of turf on the bottom of this pedigree. The Dame Too Charmant was a multiple Grade 1 stakes winner on the surface. She has already foaled Dancing House, a graded stakes winning dirt sprinter. Too Charming was 100 to 1 in her career debut, and when you look at who's come out of that race, you can understand why. The winner of that maiden at Belmont was Rushing Fall, who came back to win the Jessamine at Keeneland and then the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. The runner-up came back to win a maiden special weight at Keeneland and then won the Grade 3 Jimmy Durante on turf at Del Mar. Too Charming was simply overmatched and outrun after a slow start. I would expect a much improved performance against this level of competition this time around. The 7 is Miraculously, a horse that's hit the board in both lifetime starts. Well beaten second most recently at Gulfstream Park on December the 2nd, where she tried to parlay an inside-out trip into an on-the-board finish, and she succeeded. I didn't love that race as a whole. It has not come back strong from yet, but Miraculously is another one that's been working well and certainly should be considered in multiple race exotics. The number 8, Glitz, is going to complete the field. Another daughter of Pioneer of the Nile, switching to Javier Castellano. This horse, in her career debut, going a mile and a 16th, she just missed the break completely. You probably want to take that race with a grain of salt. And then last time out, she called a yielding surface, an outside post, and another poor break. She's got to figure out the gate, because I don't think she can come from last against this field to win. It is worth noting the horse that finished second in her most recent start came back to graduate with a 64 Beyer speed figure. We're going to take a look at my pick right now for the DRF Bets race of the day for Wednesday. I'm going to try to get Tom Albertrani 1 for 30 on that formulator fact. Too Charming was just simply overmatched in her career debut. She has an acceptable enough turf pedigree on the bottom, and I think against this level of competition at 6 to 1 on the morning line, she is an attractive play. I would consider her at 9 to 2, and I would go 6, 1, 7, and 2 in our DRF Bets race of the day. And again, if you are playing the Gulfstream card from home, a $200 free bet is just waiting for you at drf.com/join. The promo code is FreeBet09, and remember, there is no deposit required. Approximate post time for the 5th at Gulfstream on Wednesday is 2:35 Eastern. Best of luck.